Pushing your internal Python packages to a private PyPy repository makes it easy for teams to share reusable and proprietary code. Hi, I'm Ty from Inedo, and today I'm going to run through a demo of creating and pushing Python packages to a private ProGet repository. And today's demo is going to cover the following: creating Python packages via the CLI, creating an API key to authenticate to your private PyPy repository, and pushing your internal Python packages to ProGet with Pagoodle. When teams want to share their reusable Python packages internally, they typically rely on private PyPy compatible repos or another kind of secure distribution mechanism. It's a common practice in data-driven organizations where proprietary Python modules need to be shared across teams to distribute important functionality, all without them being exposed publicly. Let's take a company like, I don't know, Bibble Labs, for example, a data research firm. They might be maintaining an internal Python package that handles authentication helpers or shared error handling, used across multiple services who will be accessing these large data sets. Since this code is proprietary, it needs to remain in the organization, but still be easy for teams to access, install, and update. In situations like this, teams will often use a private package repository to distribute internal Python libraries. And in this video, I'll walk through how to create a private Python package repository in ProGet and upload a Python package we've created to it. So since I'm creating a new private PyPy repository for our Python packages, and that means, currently ProGet is empty, which is why we have no feeds created and no packages uploaded. So I'm going to create our Python feed like this, and since it's for internal packages, I'm going to choose a private feed. But you can choose to create a connector if you still need to proxy your third-party packages. And I'm going to call it internal PyPy, and the feed's created. So I'm going to need a package to upload to the feed, and I'll be creating one in the CLI. As a prerequisite, make sure to have setup tools installed. You can just run pip install setup tools wheel if not, and I'll just show my setup tools here. There we go. So right, I'm gonna quickly whip up a Python package now. So first I'll create my outer directory. And then I'm gonna head there. And then I'll create my inner directory. So next, I'll create the initializer file, or dunder init. And I'm going to do the same with the module file. And then the same with the readme. And then finally the setup file. And these will automatically appear in the right folder layer. So then I'm going to open my setup file in Notepad. Okay, and the reason why is because I just want to paste in some info I created that a company like Bibble Labs would probably be using. So save that. And now back in the command line, I'm going to build my package with this Python command. Cool, done. So here is everything. The readme and setup files, and the initializer and module files. So you get a lot with Python. But what we want is this wheel file. It's the one I'm going to upload to ProGet, so I'm going to copy its file path for when I push it later. So to upload this package to the feed, I'll need an API key to authenticate to it. I'm going to make this in ProGet, so I'll head to Settings and API Keys. And I just need to fill out these fields. So it's going to be a feed level key. And I just need to make sure to check the view feed and add package permissions. And I'll copy the key to my notepad since I'm going to need it soon. And now that everything's in place, I can upload my Python package. And I'm going to use Pagoodle, ProGet's dedicated CLI tool. So let me just pop into the directory where Pagoodle is. So yeah, in Pagoodle, I'm going to add this ProGet instance as a source. And I'm going to call it ProGet. And I'll grab my instance URL to use here. And I'll also use the API key that I just made and paste that in here. Then run this, and my source is added. So now I'm going to upload with the Pagoodle upload command. Use my new source. We're pushing to our internal PyPy feed. And for the input file, yeah, that's going to be the file path to our wheel package, which I copied earlier. And then I'm going to push the package. And yeah, back in the internal PyPy feed, I can see that it's been uploaded. And if you wanted to install this package, you'd run pip install, and I can actually just grab that command from ProGet and run it like this, and installed. So now the internal Python package is uploaded. It's ready to be installed and shared across teams in Bibble Labs. All it took was creating my private PyPy feed in ProGet, creating my Python package, creating an API key, and uploading it using Pagoodle. And that's going to be it for this demo. So I hope that it was helpful to see how ProGet can act as a private repository for your Python packages.